Okay. Getting situated here. That is good spot for camera. Okay, so we're going to do the encounters for the first few, or the wheel of names for the first few encounters first, before we get started. So first we'll do Puccina and Talo. No, it's supposed to be Puccina and Meryl. Okay. Pucci, Meryl. I would like Meryl. I never get Meryl. Puccina again, cool. That's about right. Now we're gonna do the 6 starter Pokemon essentially. Mudkip is cool. I'll take Mudkip for sure. Now we do Cypher Lab Floor 1. So we've got Beedrill, Puccina, Mudkip, and for the final one we've got these. Not getting Clefairy. Magnemite. Magnemite's the worst one by far, because you already get Pikachu right before then, but it's okay. Alright. Magnemite. Cool. Let's get started. Also, let me drag this over here really quick. Now we'll get started here. Okay. Okay. Hopefully my audio is on now. Is it working? Yeah, desktop audio is working now. Okay, cool. Okay. Creating a save file, new game, exposition hell. We're just gonna reset this, or I guess this is technically attempt 5, right? Cool. Also, I need to make it not full screen for whatever reason. Sometimes my camera won't capture it if it's full screen. So we've got Beedrill, Puccina, Mudkip, Magnemite going into Lavrina, because we get all of those encounters. We might not get Magnemite beforehand. It will depend. I don't remember when Magnemite is. So we'll at least have Beedrill, Puccina, Mudkip, Eevee, which will be Umbreon, and then we'll have Zigzagoon, which will hopefully be by Linoon by then. I don't remember when Linoon evolves. Alright, let's see if we get shiny starter. I'll try to keep my keyboard further away, because I know it's very loud. No shiny starter. Got Quirky, Naughty. Zigzagoon looks bad. Speed is good. Zigzagoon is fast. That's the most important thing, actually. Eevee looks cracked. Really high IVs across the board on the Eevee, I think. Okay. Alright. Have to go through exposition hell. I'm just gonna do it from the very beginning, each run. I shouldn't be getting sent back to exposition constantly as much as I am anyway, so we're just gonna play smarter. I might as well be, like, I was going to make a a file, like a Nuzlocke reset file, where if I reset, I basically just already have the Talo in Agate Village, or Agate Village, whatever it's called. But I figure I'll just do it from the beginning every run, just so it's more legitimate, I guess you could say. I gotta go upstairs, talk to this guy underneath the desk. It's such a shame how bad the beginning of the game is, because the mid and late game is super fun and super difficult, but the beginning is just so terrible. It's brutal. The only thing we're going to be hacking in or changing at all is we're going to be moving our Pokemon in PK Hex, both to look at their IVs and make it so the door to their heart opens immediately, because for whatever reason, if you put them in PK Hex and then just drag them back, it completely refreshes their heart gauge. So we're going to do that to instantly purify our Pokemon, and then we're going to give ourselves 999 rare candies. Aside from that, we're just going to be playing the game as normal. Eevee has really good special attack stat, because if you do not have good special attack stat, I believe if it's less than 23, that does not kill. But that killed, so we have pretty good special attack for sure. Or we high rolled, maybe. I don't know. Probably not that important for now. We only use special attack on Umbreon for a few things. I'm just gonna mash spacebar, honestly, because when I actually make a video of this, I'm gonna edit out the mashing anyway, so hopefully it's not too annoying for anybody else watching right now. Our encounters are kind of mid. I keep getting Magnemite after Pikachu, because you get a guaranteed Pikachu and a guaranteed Talo. Talo is just bad. Yeah, like, I was just gonna save it after this point, basically, because This is a guaranteed capture, there's just not even anything different about it, but I decided to just hard reset from the beginning. I'll make resetting harder and more annoying, which is probably better for me mentally. Otherwise I'll just reset at the earliest inconvenience. Alright. Try to sit up straight. Honestly, not much to say or do for these long minutes at the beginning of the game. We get our first encounter at the next location, so that's something. Meryl is just so much better. It's honestly a shame. Poochyena kind of sucks because the first boss is essentially like mostly fairy, so Poochie just gets melted, and I don't think he learns Poison Fangs early enough to contest Lavrina. But not sure. I guess we'll find out. I don't think there's anybody in the chat right now anyways. I'm just talking to myself at this point. Well, it'll be good to look back on my commentary when I finish this attempt successfully. I won't. I'm gonna try to go as far as I can today. Probably not gonna take a break for a while. Unless my computer runs out of space recording or something, and then I'll have to make some adjustments and restart. Hey man, don't look at me with your dead little eyes. His eyes are so creepy. I think it's because of like the pixelization, because it's not on like a CRT or whatever, but yuck. Gross dead little eyes. Where's my mouse? There it is. No, Jovi, wait! Hank! Oh my god. Our sister's gonna get jumped by Johnny Bravo. It's probably better than the human trafficking scenario from Pokemon Coliseum, which is surprisingly dark for a Pokemon game. Ignoring all the Pokédex entries, of course. I have seen this cutscene so many times in my life. It's upsetting. Alright, Zangoose is dead. Completed. So we've got to do 3 battles here. Listen to a little bit more exposition, and then we leave after getting Reflect, Light Screen, Poochyena, and the part. I'm about to switch the rule. Cause, never mind. Poochyena's fine. I just really want Meryl. I've had 4 runs in a row with Poochyena, and I'm really pretty sure the reason it's I'm losing. So Double Krabby, the whole early game just gets nuked by Hyper Voice plus Helping Hand. So I'm not even going to use a single brain cell for the next, like, 8 fights, probably. Unless I get crit by the shadow Pokemon when I'm trying to capture it. Hyper Voice gonna kill both for sure. Ooh. Then we get Reflect. We immediately teach it to our Zigzagoon. For Growl, because it's just better. Now we gotta go in here, do the whole EV cutscene, where I'm just gonna mash my spacebar until this guy lets me pick. Okay. There we go, there's Umbreon. And now we can go get this cutscene over here to activate. Alright, so here we get like Pokeballs, the TM, and some other stuff. Doesn't matter. Go here. It's a rare candy. There's a potion on the other side. Don't really care about those. And then the next floor will have a TM, which I'm also not going to get because I'm not going to use it. So just gonna go ahead and skip that. Pretty much just there for the rare candy because I'm gonna turn it into 999 later. And now, oh, I should have healed. I should have healed for sure. It's okay. So my Zigzagoon is really fast, right? Okay, I should be fine then. I'm gonna use Hyper Voice Reflect, and that should prevent anybody from dying even to crit. Unless crit goes through the Reflect, I don't remember how that works anymore. I don't think it does. Zubat dies. Poochyena lives unless it's crit. Shadowfang. We're good. We're gonna protect Eevee and then throw a Pokeball, and that should be the fight. Alright, there we go. Alright, we stole the Giga Karen's Pokemon, and now we're out of here. I don't even need to heal, to be honest. I'm just gonna play this super fast and loose, because it's the early game. I don't really foresee anything wrong that could happen, but nobody ever does, do they? Alright, this guy is blocking our entrance to the Salty Spittoon, a joke that I make every single run. Wingle Krabby. Hyper Voice Helping Hand, they're both dead, 100%. Alright, that's the last fight for Gate and Port. Now we go in behind the bar, down the stairs, grab TM46, which I believe is light screen, and then we are out of here. Gonna heal really quick, just because. Alright, we are all healed up, heading back towards the shop. Now we get the machine part, head back to the lab, then we go to Agate Village, I believe. Alright, there's our machine part. And we're out. Alright, back to Lily. Alright, we're gonna give Zigzagoon the bright powder immediately. Teach Zigzagoon Icy Wind. Trigger the Egan event. Get him to go back to the cave, and we're gonna go around the house to the Will-O-Wisp and Thunderwave trainer. Okay. Okay. There's Thunderwave. We've got Will-O-Wisp. We'll go get some berries from the berry guy. We'll get the nugget from the chest here. Hopefully this guy gives me some good berries. It's just complete RNG which ones you get. But you can get them like every 5 minutes or something, so it's fine. Rossberry, that sucks. Figgy berry, not sure what that does. Salic berry is very good. Alright, let me go ahead and heal, just in case. Don't even remember if we need to, but always a good habit to have. And now we're going to Helping Hand Hyper Voice the next 4 battles. And win. I really need to make it past the early game this time, because this sucks. Baby Doll Eyes is priority -1 attack, so that will help against a few things. I don't remember what shadow move Mudkip has. I feel like it's probably Shadow Slam, but I don't remember. Alright, this is going to be another, you guessed it, Helping Hand Hyper Voice. Another victorious battle. Alright, bring it, Sue. Alright, there's like a 90% this Cacnea uses Spiky Shield and makes me take another turn. Hit the mic. Sorry about that. There's the Spiky Shield. It hits the double. Just get me out of here, man. Yeah, I dare you to hit a triple Spiky Shield on me, buddy. We're almost out of the early game. Alright, another Helping Hand Hyper Voice. Don't you dare crit me. I was about to be pretty upset. I did risk a crit there. Would have been my fault. Didn't think Abra was that fast. Probably should have thought otherwise in hindsight. Definitely have to heal now. That would have been quite something. We got Mudkip to look forward to, I guess. Yay. He'll be Marshtomp for battle number 2. Almost don't even want to risk using him. We'll have to see what Pokemon Loverina has, because I don't remember. We have Trainer Egan, Pikachu. So this is just Helping Hand, Hyper Voice always, and we hope we just get Fake Out into Zigzagoon. He seems to do it more often than not, Okay. Hits the EV that time, it's fine. I don't think EV is in range of crit. Thundershock probably hits Zigzagoon. Nope, hits EV. Now EV is probably in crit range. I don't think it matters though, I think this kills. Oh no, not quite. Okay, we'll protect and Icy Wind, and then I should outspeed it the following turn. Alright, now Pikachu's -1. Now I should just outspeed kill. If not, then I risk crit. Okay, we're good. Definitely thought I would have outsped it after -1, but I guess that is quite the fast Pikachu. I mean, I didn't really have another play there, did I? Trying to think if I did. No, I just had to risk the crit there because I can't switch into a shadow type because that's against the rules. Alright, so now finally get to Purify once again. Okay, so now we close Dolphin. Hopefully I saved. That'd be really unfortunate if I didn't. Alright, open PK Hex. Open up this. Go to our rare candies and make them more. Not going to use them for quite a while, probably. Not until before the boss. And then we're just going to drag these in and out. And then export. Alright, and then back to the game we go. And our encounters are Beedrill, Magnemite, Mudkip next. Okay. Let me click off full screen. There we go. Alright, cool. Now they're both ready. Let me go ahead and do... Doesn't matter which one I do first. Gonna have to go back and do the other one later. Because they're gonna whisk me away with a cutscene right here. I don't know what to name him. I'm gonna name him CIA. Because birds aren't real. Also, it was a her. Apologies. Jesus. Alright, now we get to go to the Mount Battle. Half Mount Battle part thing. That's super lame. Let me go purify the other one first so I can actually swap into stuff. Puccine is purified now. Next encounter will be Mudkip at the Cypher Lab, and then we've got Mudkip, Pikachu, Beedrill, Magnemite is the next 4. So, we'll see how that goes. I don't know what to name. Both girls. I have no idea. Name her Stella, because I think that was the name of a character in Balto or something. She's gonna die anyway, it's fine. She's intimidate fodder. Okay, there's nothing left to do here, I believe. Do we want to teach anybody Protect? That's the last thing that we could do here. Adamant Swallow. or Adamant Talo rather. And what do you have? Hardy? Not sure what that is. Do we want to teach anybody Protect? Puccine is good for coverage. I'm going to keep it that way. And then Talo could use Protect over Double Team, so he doesn't get melted. Obviously non-foreboding villain here. Just a cool guy with sunglasses. Alright, let's see what teams we have. None of them particularly useful here yet, I don't think. Zigzagoon can learn Thunder Wave, but I'm not sure if that's useful yet. Does Zigzagoon have something? Oh, he has Bright Powder, right? Probably should have given Eevee the Bright Powder because Zigzagoon has pickup, but it's fine. So these are 6 ghost types coming up here. So we're definitely just going to lead Eevee, Zigzagoon, because there's not really much they can do into them unless they want to curse and then they kill themselves, so that's fine. So we're just going to bite into Ghastly and then Icy Wind, I guess. Shuppet avoided it, which is toxic. Ghastly definitely dies here, and now he gets outsped because of Icy Wind also. Which is nice. I don't think he could have done anything anyways, but it's cool. Screech into Eevee. Gonna take potentially big damage. I think we just kill him before he does anything, I want to say. If he crits into -2, then maybe I die. Okay, we're good. No space for quick attack. These are both kind of tanky, but I don't think it matters. The Duskull probably uses Trick Room, if I remember correctly. There's nothing I can do to stop it. We're just gonna Icy Wind and Bite again. Maybe he flinches? Nope. That was probably my best chance. There's a flinch there. This is just gonna be another Icy Wind Bite again. Poke them down a little bit more. They're not gonna do anything. And now this is probably helping him bite for the most damage, I would think. It probably doesn't even quite kill yet. Misdreavus is pretty tanky. Oh, no, there she goes. Okay, cool. Eevee does not get quick attack either. Alright, we're gonna heal really quick just because this Ghastly does quite a bit of damage. A really upsetting amount of damage, to be completely honest with you. I have actually lost a Pokemon here on more than one occasion, somehow. Just due to garbage. So this is Icy Wind Bite onto the Ghastly. We hope that Zigzagoon outspeeds, reduces him, okay, or he'll just Hidden Power for half our health. Okay. That's fine. Ghastly is scary. Alright, if Shuppet hits me with Curse here, that's kind of bad. My god, my phone's not silenced. No, please. Okay. We're good with helping him bite now, for sure. Okay. We made it through without getting crit by the Ghastly again. That's good. That was pretty upsetting last time. Okay, now we finally get another encounter. The game is finally starting to get fun again. We're so close. How many Pokeballs do I have? 6? Should be a good amount for the time being, till these next 2 encounters at least. Alright, so this is one of the hardest fights of the game, actually, no matter who you pick. Bagon is the hardest because he can one-shot you. Because you have to fight the Shadow Pokemon before you get the Aura Filter for the first time. And I don't use rare candies up to this point either. There's not a huge opportunities to train or anything. This is definitely one of the harder fights, just because bad things can happen. It's not actually a hard fight, it's just that there's a lot of RNG that can happen. There's like burn potential, there's crit potential. If your Pokemon gets crit by a shadow move, it just dies, pretty much. And I can't go in here, I don't think yet. Yeah. No, they just won't let me. Maybe in this one? Nope, okay. So let's just make sure I have health. We are good there. Maybe we... I don't know if I want to switch in anything here, actually. I just feel like everything's going to get one shot. We'll try leading Puccina for the Intimidate. And make sure we hit the blue guy for Mudkip. Cool. Alright. Mudkip Poliwag. So hopefully it's a physical Mudkip, otherwise the Intimidate is kind of for nothing. We're just gonna Super Fang the Mudkip right off the bat. And Zigzagoon is going to Reflect. Okay, they're using physical stuff, that's a good sign. Hopefully I don't flinch. We got the Reflect in before the Mudkip went. Shadow Slam, I was right about it being physical. Okay, and we flinched. Cool, that's fine. We still got the we still got the drop, right? We cannot bring in Talo, he will die. We have to Icy Wind here. Icy Wind swap to Eevee. Yeah, see, the game already gets more interesting right off the rip. Alright. Poliwag avoids, which is unfortunate. Okay, Shadow Slam is just kind of running me over now. I need to Baby Dollize this Mudkip, I feel like. And Icy Wind one more time. Aqua Jet's not great for me. Okay, they're not double focusing Mudkip, which is, or Eevee, which is good. Icy Wind hopefully hits both this time. Okay, Poliwag's -1 now too. Shadow Slam. Lots of damage again. Man, that sucks. If they double into Eevee, it potentially dies, and if Eevee dies, the run is actually over. I have to protect with Eevee here, and then just use this to hopefully get a lucky Pokeball onto the Mudkip. I like how hard of a position you're forced in this first fight pretty much immediately. Yeah, that's not great. Eevee at least won't die. and I think they double into him. Yeah. They're doubling into the Eevee slot. It might happen again. Whoever I switch into probably just gets sacked. Could switch into Poochyena, get another -1. Tailo is just bad, right? It has Gale Wings. So we sack Tailo, if anything, right? And then Zigzagoon just hits another Icy Wind. Chips down the Mudkip a little bit more. Aqua Jet, not going to do a ton of damage. Icy Wind comes out, going to slow them both down again. Definitely outspeeding them no matter what happens now. Shadow Slam does half of Tailow's health. Reflect wears off, that's fine. We move faster, it doesn't matter. Now, do I growl? I have no healing items. Shadow Slam did a third. It doesn't kill me on crit unless they double into me. I think we need to try to start getting this Poliwag out. Hopefully this does decent damage. Cool, that was really, really solid damage, actually. It's adamant, forgot about that. Shadow Slam gonna hurt somebody. Okay, I don't know if he takes another one of those. I think we growl. Outspeed with growl. Hit him with a Pokeball. Okay. Nobody died. Probably one of the hardest fights of the game, just because of how early that Shadow move comes out at you. Before you get the Aura filter. It's scary. Okay. Okay, really important item there, the Aura filter. Oh, that was stressful. Okay. Let's look at our Mudkip's IVs. Switch Swim. Attack looks, I mean, it just looks solid all around. Looks pretty slow, though. Really slow. Okay. Poochyena is also very slow, which is not great. Let's see what TM I got. U-turn. Can Poochie learn that? He can. So can Swallow, or Tailo rather. He probably learns it over Baby Doll Eyes. I think that's kind of redundant, already having Intimidate. And then we give it to Tailo as well for probably for Growl, even though I like it. Okay, now we probably give Light Screen to Zigzagoon as well. Dual screens instead of Helping Hand. Helping Hand was mostly just for Hyper Voice at the beginning. And I'm gonna save really quick, just in case anything happens. Alright. So now if we go forward, we get our Pikachu encounter. Did not mean to do that. How many Pokeballs do we have left? I think we catch it in 4. Who do we want to lead? Probably Eevee Zigzagoon for sure. Alright, this is our free Pikachu encounter. Our Freakachu encounter. Duskull Pikachu. Okay. So there's a good chance it uses Fake Out if it has it. I don't remember if it does or not. I'm gonna use Bite Light Screen. Cool. Good avoid by the Eevee. Duskull is half health. He's dead next turn. Just kidding. Reflect. Well played. Another Bite, and then we'll use an Icy Wind. And maybe that will be enough to take down the Duskull. Shadow Bolt doing a good amount of damage. Eevee gets parried. Hopefully he doesn't get full parried. That's really bad. Reduces both of their speed. Eevee does not get full parried. Duskull's dead. Cool. Does crit hit through screens? Let me look it up. It does. Ignores it. That's crazy. Okay, so then Eevee potentially could die here then. So we switch. But anybody who we switch into dies also. So we protect. And we throw a Pokeball at the Pikachu. And hope that we've done enough chip damage already. Easy enough. Okay, now I don't really have a problem. I don't think Eevee dies to this Skitty in any world. Alright, Hyper Voice takes it out. And that is another encounter successful. How many Pokemon do I have now? Do I have 6? Okay, so I'm probably going to go back to Agate Village and purify these really quick. Dun 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 dun. Alright, so I'm going to save. We're going to go ahead and close Dolphin, open up PK Hex again, open up our GCI, take our Dark Pals, do this with them, and then export, nothing else. Immediately open Dolphin back up. And there we have it. Okay, cool. Mudkip's gonna be our ADC. Like Jeff the Shark. I know Jeff's not an ADC, but like the way he shoots, you know? That's how Mudkip will be our ADC. This Pikachu is going to get one shot 100%, and I can't get a Focus Sash early enough to make it matter. Alright, this Pikachu's on borrowed time. I think we all know it. Can we learn anything new here? What do we got? Mudkip might be able to learn some stuff. Ice Punch? Mudkip? Pikachu can learn Ice Punch. I mean, what's his stats looking like? 27 attack. What does a Light Ball do again? Oh, it doubles his attack and special attack? Okay, then yeah, I'll teach Ice Punch to Pikachu. For Helping Hand. Anybody else want to learn anything? Probably not, right? Wide Guard, not super important yet. Do we teach Protect to Mudkip? Aqua Jet, Water Pulse, Eon, Mudshot. These are really good moves. And I have no other priority. I should probably keep that. Alright. That's probably good for now. Don't need to fight any of them, unless I want to train. And now we get to do Beedrill as our next encounter. Cypher Peon Jayla. This is just Hyper Voice Icy Wind. I don't think there's any chance they kill us. Yep, easy enough. I think next encounter is Beedrill, and it likes to protect a lot, but if we get that roll where it doesn't protect, it's very scary. Also, I need to give this aura filter to somebody immediately. Okay, I think we have to start off with this, and then hope we don't get one shot. Intimidate will help. The Leap, he could have led Anorith instead. The Leap is way worse for me, I think. Okay, so we cut it with Intimidate. I think we U-turn the Leap. We definitely move before it. And then we go for a Reflect. Okay, cool. The Beedrill is protecting per usual. They double protected. That is absolutely fine. Does U-turn still go through? It doesn't, right? Okay, cool. We're just gonna U-turn again, and then we're gonna Icy Wind. He failed his double protect. So this Beedrill either only goes for attacking moves or only goes for protect for whatever reason. The AI seems super bugged. It's probably based on what you have out, I would assume. Okay, we're gonna get a free switch back to Eevee, our tanky Pokemon. I mean, not really, but our Pokemon that can take a hit. And then, I think we just Baby Doll Eyes the Beedrill and Icy Wind. Okay, Shadow Guard, that's absolutely fine. Better safe than sorry. Icy Wind slows the Leap down, does a lot of damage again. Rock Throw gets avoided, cool. I almost don't want to hit this Beedrill with anything but Icy Wind. We're gonna Baby Doll Eyes Icy Wind. Okay, the Leap gets withdrawn again because it got to -2. So I think if you put something to -2 or -3 in this game, the trainer will automatically swap it, which is interesting. Okay, reducing Anorith there is pretty big, I feel like. Because that thing is a menace with Fury Cutter. We can't switch Zigzagoon into Poochyena because Fury Cutter might kill it. Especially through crit. I think Reflect lasts one more turn. I think we just go for Icy Wind here. Okay, he double swaps out. Okay, the leap dies, and now Beedrill gets brought back out at like plus whatever it was originally, or just plus 0, I guess. Fury Cutter, scary move. Yep. Could have switched Poochyena into that, and crit would have killed 100%. Reflect wore off. Okay. We have to. I'm just gonna protect Reflect to be safe. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Avoided the Fury Cutter. We're gonna use Bite and Icy Wind here. Okay, maybe that'll make it flinch. Okay, it did, perfect. So now I think we just go for another Bite, and now Beedrill might be low enough to start throwing Pokeballs at. Okay, we're all good. Easy enough fight. One more level, and Eevee becomes Umbreon. One more. Alright, we're gonna go heal. And also get some Pokeballs. Alright, we'll go ahead and get like 8 more Pokeballs, a few potions, and then that's probably good. Well, we'll see. Save up for the better Pokeballs later. Alright, next fight is Meditite. Not sure what the other Pokemon is. Poochyena is a good lead. So like, perfect scenario would be lead Poochyena with the Intimidate, Zigzagoon uses Icy Wind, slows down the Meditite, guaranteeing that U-turn can hit before the Meditite, right? But I just don't know if that is super realistic. Also, Eevee is probably just better and less risky. Alright, cannot capture this Meditite. Well, I can capture it, but I can't use it if I do capture it, so there's not really a point. We're going to Baby Dollize it and Reflect. I'm going to assume it uses Fake Out, maybe? Okay, Ice Shard comes in from the Swinub, deals 9 damage. Cool, Zigzagoon avoids. Bright Powder putting in work. I think we Hyper Voice Icy Wind here. If Eevee gets crit, it maybe dies, and then I lose the run. Okay. We're good. Now they're both -1. Eevee can get the free Hyper Voice out. And it probably just kills with the next Hyper Voice, right? I don't even need to worry about it. I just slam Hyper Voice because it's already -1. Oh, there's a Shuppet coming in. I see. In that case, we could probably just protect and scout while we use Icy Wind again with Zigzagoon. Because now I definitely outspeed it. Like, there's just no way, unless it uses, like, Sucker Punch or something. Which would be upsetting. And now I just Hyper Voice Icy Wind, I guess? Kills the Metatite. The dangerous shadow Pokemon. Get out. Alright. Go bite Icy Wind. Finish up the fight. Nice and easy. Cool. Relatively easy fight there. Next encounter is Magnemite. Wherever the Magnemite comes up. Let's use some of these potions so we don't have to run back. This fight is Shroomish. Can I afford to have Talo out? I just think it dies. I could U-turn with it, but Shroomish is poison, so it doesn't do anything. This was a fine lead. I don't wanna... Just don't fix what's not broken, right? I love Rena's hashtag pissed over here. Oh, you are hashtag mean and hashtag close-minded. You won't even try to understand how hashtag dank it is to help XG001. Honestly, based. I can't hear you. The plan is hashtag perfect. Hashtag XG001's condition was off by just a little tiny bit. It's so all your fault what happened, every tiny little bit. Hashtag do something about it. I respect it. Maybe we'll actually get to her this run. Knock on wood. We have a good lead going on right now, you know? I only need one level to Umbreon. We can do this. And I'm gonna get like self-destructed by a Voltorb or something. Would not be very funny. Okay, this is just Hyper Voice Light Screen because of the Voltorb. The Voltorb probably outspeeds me no matter what, right? Is this just Hyper Voice Icy Wind? Screech? Not into Eevee. Okay. Voltorb's at -1 now, probably gets outsped by Eevee, potentially. Hyper Voice just hopefully clears up the Voltorb. Nope, not quite. Shroomish also a decent amount of health up. Do not crit me or something. Yeah, crit almost kills there. Crit does kill there after poison, actually. Okay. This is Hyper Voice Protect. Yes. Safer than switching anything else in. I live through one more round of poison. Voltorb gets outsped and dies. Shroomish gonna be close. And now this turn is going to be... Dude, get this thing off my fucking computer. Go away. Okay. This is gonna be... Hyper Voice swap to anything, right? Alright, cool. Oh my god. We made it. We actually made it. Do we get rid of Hyper Voice now? I think so. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back to Agate after this. Alright. Now we just gotta make sure we don't die to the poison. That'd be stupid. Really stupid way to die. No longer poisoned. We're good. Let's save here. This is a good save spot. Alright. Now we go back to Agate Village, teach our Umbreon Snarl. And I think we can get our Magnemite encounter before Lavrina as well. Let me hit this Pokemon Center. And if we can get Magnemite for Lavrina, that might help a little bit because she is all fairy types. So we go back to Agate to get Snarl for Umbreon. Alright. Finally, I made it to Umbreon. Snarl. Okay. I feel like our team is looking pretty decent right now. We've got Umbreon with Baby Doll Eyes, Wish Protect, Snarl. Baby Doll Eyes will definitely get replaced by something eventually, but that's solid for now. Zigzagoon, Double Screens, Icy Wind Protect. Tailo, Extreme Speed, Peck U-Turn Protect. Puchina, Psychic Fangs, Bite U-Turn, Super Fang. Mudkip, Aqua Jet, Water Pulse, Yawn, Mudshot. That's probably the weakest set. And then Pikachu with Shockwave, Fake Out, and Nuzzle, Ice Punch. Gross. What are these berries that I have do? Salic Berry, holds speed, raises speed in the pinch, super effective move, restores HP. We'll give that one to Tailo. This is actually a different floor, so I should have rolled my encounters differently, but that's fine. I'm still gonna take Magnemite whenever it comes. Okay, I wiped to this shitty Barboach's Endeavor last run. So, how do we not do that again? Because that was incredible. I mean, this is just such a bad lead. Snarl Icy Wind is probably fine. If I get Endeavored double into and die somehow again, then I deserve my fate, I guess. I don't really know. Just don't crit Umbreon. Okay, so Endeavor brings me half health. I think I live. That is so dumb. Okay, dude. I have a dog. Did you guys know that? Did you know I have a dog? Did anybody know that? Because you do now. Jesus, dude. Endeavor is so scary. What do I do? Do I just hit it first and kill it? We're gonna hit it first and kill it, guys. My dog almost got me to troll, but we're not gonna do it. We tank that, right? Yeah, easy. Okay, cool. Just end the fight. I can always heal after. I was gonna be like, oh, I could Wish Protect, but like, what if I get crit or something stupid? Just get me out. Alright. That Endeavor did way more than it should have, by the way. That was really spooky. What's this? Cool. I don't think I fight that guy. I don't think he gives me anything. He's optional. Alright. I think this is optional as well. Ninkata, not to. This should be relatively safe unless this Ninkata has like first impression and kills my Umbreon or something insane. It'd be like first impression crit or something. I think we're good. Ninkata dies, Zatu takes lots of damage. Oh my god, it's boosting. Get it out of here. Alright. We are succeeding. Oh, huge. Absolutely massive. No rare candies needed here. None. Just that good. Wow, it doesn't learn any moves. It's kind of lame, but whatever. 42? Is that like Thunderbolt or something? Flame Charge? What, like, can Puccina learn that, I guess? And Swallow? There's no replacement. All those moves are better, unfortunately. Do I need to heal? Nope. This is an optional fight as well. I don't know what that item is. I think it's like a wide lens or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to deal with that right now. Oh no, this is the same floor as the Shroomish technically, right? And I think this is the Magnemite. I stand corrected. This is an easy fight. This is just Snarl, Icy Wind, 100%. I don't think there's any tricks that they can play on me here. Dude, people keep avoiding the Snarl. Mega Drain. Decent damage to Linoon, not gonna lie. It's gonna be another Snarl, and then we're just gonna protect. Because I bet they double into it. Leech Seed is not great. That's really frustrating. This Bulbasaur is going to be annoying to get rid of. Snarl and switch to Tailo. And then the Snarl is going to trigger them to swap. Okay, never mind. They preemptively did that. Okay, there's the Magnemite. And I'll get the Snarl onto the Magnemite right away. That's good. Bulbasaur -1. Bulbasaur's getting swapped out next turn 100%, so I don't have to worry about an attack there. I forced the -3. After -3 they swap out. This is gonna be Snarl and then U-turn into the Bulbasaur. And then we'll bring out... Mudkip can probably take a hit here. Yeah, the Magnemite's at -2. Mudkip definitely takes a hit. Okay, Shadow Sky. That is essentially Sandstorm for all non-Shadow Pokemon. Now Bulbasaur comes back in. Full everything. Okay, I think we Snarl again, and then we have to swap Mudkip out at this point. Okay, Bulbasaur and Magnemite are both reduced again. That's a lot of damage. If I get doubled into, Linoon dies. Wow. Oh, you gotta be. Okay, that sucks. That's unfortunate. That's the first death. One of our best Pokemon, too. It's okay. Not gonna lie, I was pretty distracted by someone walking in just there. That's pretty frustrating. I swapped back into Mudkip. Yeah, like I'm just not focused now. Mudkip baits grass move into this slot, I guess. Okay. We're recovering. I don't think this Bulbasaur can do anything super ridiculous to me, but between Leech Seed and the Shadow Sky, I could take a pretty big chunk of damage. But I think I just need to kill the Bulbasaur. U-turn does the most damage, right? But it's part poison? Is Bulbasaur part poison? I think it is. So Peck and Extreme Speed probably do around the same. Stab is 1.5, I think. I think Extreme Speed does more damage. Okay, hopefully the Snarl takes it out. Cool. Okay. Lost one. It's okay. Got our Magnemite. Losing Linoon there sucks, but it's gonna die at some point. It's a normal type. Without the best stats in the world, you know. Now I just gotta make sure I go the right way out. Okay, I think I can touch this without anybody fighting me. Wait. Okay, I'll just heal first and then I'll remove Linoon from my party. Alright, so we're gonna remove Linoon into the dead box and then Purify Magnemite. And then we're pretty close to being able to use rare candies before the Lavrina fight, finally. Do we want Beedrill or Magnemite here? Well, we're gonna purify both, right? So let's just grab both for the time being. Poochyena probably stays, in all honesty. I think it would just be a sack. Name... dead. Alright, we'll go ahead and... oh, I'm so tilted at that loss. That was so unnecessary. I was just distracted. Go to a gate. Gate, please. There we go. Okay. We push on. I really like that Linoon. Double screen, super fast. Oh, if only the Bright Powder could have procced. It's okay. There's always a what if. Alright. Close Dolphin. Open PK Hex. And then we'll just go ahead and get these ready to be purified, please. And then export. Alright, back into the game we are. Turn full screen off because for some reason my computer doesn't like that. Magnite might learn Water Pulse. I don't know. I don't know what to name it. Alright, there we go. It'll be a negative symbol. And then if it does good, I'll switch it to a positive symbol later. Alright, the bee will obviously be named Jerry, after the critically acclaimed Bee movie. I believe it's won 17 Oscars, a Tony, and all those. Do I want to teach them anything? Levitate. Sword Stance, Cross Poison, Quick Attack. What is Magnemite now? Water Pulse, Metal Sound, Iron Head, Shockwave. Attack is garbage, Iron Head's trash. So we'll remove that for probably Thunder Wave. Or it can probably learn Screens, right? Magnemite learns Screens. No, can't learn Reflect. Can it learn Light Screen? Nope, Magnemite's terrible. I don't know why Mudkip and Pikachu can learn Screens in this game, but I'm down. Back to the Cypher Lab. You also can't heal after a certain point in this lab. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Got a good amount of potions. Should be enough. So, I think Naps is kind of a hard fight, if I recall correctly. He's like the lead up to Lavrina. I think he has 4 Pokemon. No idea what he has at all, though. I think that's a Quick Claw, that item over there. I don't think that's worth getting. Okay, so next battle could happen anytime. Definitely probably don't want to lead Beedrill, right? We don't have a good lead now, that's the problem. I guess Pikachu's okay. As long as he doesn't get one-tapped. God, I'm so... okay. I didn't want to fight anybody. Okay, so Snarl, fake out the Chimecho. Another Snarl into Shockwave on the Jigglypuff. We'll just go Snarl Shockwave again, should clean them up. battle for a full heal. That's so not worth it, dude. Am I low? Yeah, Pikachu's pretty low. Alright. Kecleon Snubble. It's interesting. Intimidate does nothing to me. Play rough into Umbreon hurts. Umbreon Baby Doll Eyes the Snubble. Pikachu fake out the Snubble. Excuse me, Kecleon? Are you serious? Alright, Pikachu obviously switches to Magnemite, I guess. For the steel resistance. Alright, we just Baby Doll Eyes the Kecleon. Snubble might switch, but I think he's still one turn away from switching. And I think we just Shockwave, or I think we Water Pulse the Kecleon and then Shockwave it next turn. Okay, so Snubble's stuck here. We'll reduce it again. And then hopefully Shockwave kills Kecleon. Okay, perfect. Now he has no option to swap, and he's at -3. Murkrow comes out. That was one of our potential encounters. Did not get it, unfortunately. I'll just go for a Snarl here. I want to go for a Shockwave on Murkrow, but I'm afraid Magnemite could die. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna Baby Doll Eyes the Snubble again, making him do basically no damage, and then we'll just Shockwave the Murkrow. Okay, Shadow Sky. Don't have to be super worried. Alright, get Murkrow to half health. Bite does 0 to Umbreon, essentially. This is probably Snarl, and then we swap out for Mudkip, because Mudkip can take a hit. Shadow Fear, I think that's, yeah, Glare, basically. Snarl onto Murkrow, and Snubble does basically no damage, but chips him down a little bit, reducing their special attack. Bite does nothing to Umbreon. Shadow Sky gonna hurt the Snubble some more. I mean, I think Mudkip just Aqua Jets the Murkrow, low-key. Okay, not quite there yet. Murkrow is really taking a hit. I think I had Murkrow in my winning run. He's super good. He is Prankster. And you can get him with Eviolite. This should pretty much take care of them, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I got hard parried. Snubble finally dies. Murkrow not going to be able to do anything by himself. Alright. Another deathless fight. Got the ID card. Got 2 great balls. It's important. I think I can go here and heal now. Alright, we're doing solid. Oh, I flinched an inner focus mon. That's unfortunate. Then it leech swipes for 0. And false swipe. Does a lot of damage for false swipe, man. I think Pikachu just kills the Aquarfish here. Honestly, the water Pokemon did not stand a chance. Hidden Power Ice, I believe, is what Pikachu gets. Yeah. I mean, there's just really... It has to be... Ice Punch, right? Special attack is probably better anyway. Alright, cool. Alright, I think this is a big fight. Who do we want to lead? We just don't have a good lead besides, it just has to be Umbreon Pikachu, basically. Do we have any held items, berries that would matter, weakens when normal type move, fairy type move? Yuck. We're just cooked. Alright, let's go for it. First challenging fight of the run, if I recall correctly. Mr. Mime Togepi. What to think about that lead? Togepi is probably a metronome bot, if I had to guess. This is going to be Snarl, Fake Out into Mr. Mime. Togepi using Fairy Wind. Okay. Potentially kill the Mr. Mime with Shockwave combo. Or with Nuzzle, potentially. I think we Nuzzle the Mr. Mime. It will go second, and then Umbreon potentially kills. Oh, it actually didn't get outsped by Umbreon, but it full parried anyway. Both these are at -2 now. One more minus and they get swapped out. Togepi has both physical and special. We just keep Snarl spamming here. And then we Shockwave the Togepi. Okay, cool. So we got the Togepi to stay in. It's at -3, which means it almost guarantees swaps out next turn. So we could also get a free swap with the Togepi. I don't see why we stop snarling, to be honest with you, and then we could just nuzzle this Jigglypuff. So Togepi swaps out Porygon, perfect. It's gonna get -1. Jigglypuff uses Protect, that's bad for me. Alright, get the Porygon -1. Get the Porygon to -2 now. And we're gonna nuzzle the Jigglypuff, I think. If Porygon outspeeds me, there's a chance I die to it. Okay, I think at -2 Porygon can't kill Pikachu, but I could be wrong. Okay, it's Icy Wind, that's very interesting. It's gonna slow me down a little bit. I also parried the Jigglypuff. Okay, so this is just Snarl again, and then we Shockwave the Porygon. Cool, Porygon dies. Jigglypuff is basically a non-issue until it crits me, of course. Shadow Mischievous, which I don't think I even had on the spinner. I have to add that. Okay. This is just Snarl again. Pikachu swaps in for Magnemite. Shadow Scream, spread move, like Uproar, I guess. Oh my god. Ow. Okay, Mischievous is a problem. That's really scary. I don't know if anything I swap into can take that. Beedrill actually has the best special defense. Yep, hit him pretty hard, but he lived. Alright, Mischievous at -2. Jigglypuff might be -3, probably swaps out soon. They're really trying to chip away at Umbreon, but it's just not happening. I think we just go for a Cross Poison onto the Jigglypuff, get rid of it. Okay. Cool, it'll be Togepi instead, that's fine. They taunted me. Alright, so they're both pretty much -1,000,000 at this point. I think I can just go ahead and clean them up. However, go ahead and prioritize the Mischievous because it's still doing a lot of damage. If it crits me, I think I die. Okay. Crit it with Cross Poison, Snarl cleans it up probably. Only Jigglypuff left on the field. Jigglypuff's at -1 and parried. So Jerry, unless he falls asleep, okay, Jerry cannot clean up the Jigglypuff now. Swap out Jerry for Mudkip. Should be a safe swap, no issues. Jigglypuff at -2 and parried. He probably can't do anything to me at this point. We're all good. And then it crits me again. Alright, Mud Shot reduces speed again. I'm out of Snarls. That's so funny. Okay. Wait, it's actually not funny. Wait, am I screwed? Is there a way to get to a... Wait... Also, what's happening in my computer? Okay, it's fixing itself. We're good. Alright, Crane's in my party now, so I'm not sure if I can heal. I have no PP for Snarl. Okay. Let me go this way. If it doesn't let me pass, the run's over. Okay. We're good for the time being. We can go to this PC over here. Okay. Alright, we finally get to use our rare candies. I believe Lovrina's ace is 25. I'm not gonna get payback. Okay, I think we're ready for Lavrina. The plan is simple. We have no idea what she's going to lead, so we don't plan for that. We are simply trying to get in our B-drill to set up. That's pretty much our only goal. Do we have any more held items? Any decent berries? Raises speed in a pinch. Give that to B-drill, 100%. Alright. So the plan is, lead off Umbreon Pikachu, Pikachu fake outs, probably switch into Marshtomp if it's safe, yawn something down, while Umbreon distracts the other one with Baby Doll Eyes and Snarl. Reduce their attack, let B-drill set up, and just kind of run them over from there. See how it goes. First time making it to Lavrina since I started playing it again, so we'll see how it goes. LOL, so you hashtag hand over Professor Crane? Alright, let's do it. If we make it past this, we can play the game, dude. Okay, they're both special attackers. This is best case scenario for us. Clefairy being on the field early is really gross, though. So we want to snarl it, fake out the Clefairy immediately, 100%. We don't want this thing taking turns, we don't want it setting up, we don't want it doing anything it wants to do. That reduces it by 1. Reduce the cuddles by 1 as well. He flinches, Draining Kiss does nothing to Pikachu. Cool. Oh yes, static hits him. Okay. This is such a good scenario. We're going to snarl one more time and also nuzzle the Clefairy. Okay, Clefairy's parried. Oh my god. Umbreon misses the snarl on Clefairy, unfortunately. Shadow Snooze puts Pikachu to sleep. Okay. That is not terrible. They're both... One of them is at -2. So... I can almost bring in... Okay, so I don't want to reduce them anymore. Right. So, Umbreon... Ugh, it sucks, because I need one more turn. So Umbreon's just going to use Baby Doll Eyes on the Clefairy, and then Pikachu's going to switch into B-drill. I think this is the best time I can swap into B-drill here. Uh-oh. Helping Hand. Into Shadow Bully. Not sure what that does. It's about 25%, looks like. Umbreon's going to Wish here. No, Umbreon needs to Snarl and reduce them one more time, and then we're going to set up Sword Stance. And hopefully not get melted. Snarl goes out, reduces the Clefairy by 1, reduces Clefable by 1, or Wigglytuff, whatever it is. Shadow Bully hits B-drill for half health. Draining Kiss hits B-drill for 2 damage, basically nothing. Snarl is going to force them out. I'm pretty sure. I think they maybe even force both out here. In which case I just clicking Snarl, and then I just cross poison literally anything that comes in, starting with the Clefairy. Alright, I think Mawile is immune. So that's like insanely ridiculous. I got hard countered. Alright. That's fine. Need to figure out how to take care of the Mawile now. We obviously Baby Doll Eyes it immediately off the rip. And then we cross poison Mr. Tickles, maybe? I don't know how fast B-drill is. I don't know if he outspeeds them. Guess we'll find out. Okay. Beedrill's taking 1 with him, at least. That's good. Firefang, I mean, okay, good coverage move. That's fine. Their light screen is down. Free swap for both of us. This is probably Marshtomp. Okay, so definitely Baby Doll Eyes into the Mawile again, and now we're going to Yawn the Meryl. Okay, we're good. Umbreon's good. Knock off. Is it gonna knock off my Aura Filter? Hopefully that's not like forever, because I kind of just lose the run if it is, to be honest. I'm gonna Wish with Umbreon. We're gonna Water Pulse the Mawile. Maybe get it to get confused. No confusion. Play Rough hits Umbreon for quite a bit of damage. Play Rough, double up into Umbreon, runs over. GG. Alright, well, I'll still try to defeat Lavrina anyways, but the run is definitely over, regardless of what happens here. It's unfortunate. Just needed Umbreon to tank a little bit more. It's unfortunate. Back to Exposition hell we go, unfortunately. I guess I should have protected that turn. It is what it is. The Firefang coverage was rough too. Also the swap into the Mawile, the only poison resistant one, is crazy. Just really unlucky fight, honestly. It was my fault. It was kind of Umbreon's fault for missing one of the Snarls because it put them on a weird timer. It is what it is. Next run it is Water Pulse, kills Kiss. Pretty good Labrina fight, all things considered. Especially not having Linoon for screens. I kind of just ran her over with my strat, to be honest. It was a really good strategy. Just go ahead and kill the fairy here. Alright, well, that's the furthest run since I started playing again. Not bad, but I'm not going to continue without Umbreon and too many deaths this early. So, I hang my head in shame once again. I was so close to getting to the good part of the game, man. Alright, next time. I'm going to take a break for a little bit and then start streaming again with another attempt.